Today on Connected Cooking.
Sorry, I'm a little strong. You know, I don't know my own super strength. Scene 49. All right, we're going to have a good time. You got to make sure you come and check us out. We're going to chop it up. Take next. On this week of Connected Cooking, we have Scene 76. Scene 2086. Action. Take me to another place.
Thanks for watching another episode of Connected Cooking. If you like what you see, make sure you hit that like button, press subscribe, and click that notification button so that way you can know when the next episode is coming on. And by the way, commentate with us and let us know what you think throughout the show. But in the meantime, I'm here with my guy, Super Dave. Let him know.
What's going on, y'all?
I'm sorry, I don't have your music. Was it? No, that's the wrong music.
I should have music.
How's it go?
What you mean, how does it go?
There it is. Let him know. Let him know.
I say, look, 10% of y'all will not like me, but 100% will remember me.
There we go. Speaking of, tell our viewers who you are and what you do.
Listen, my name is Super Dave, aka S. Dave Hudson. I am broker and owner of the largest black-owned real estate brokerage in the city
Yes,
of
sir.
Yes, sir. Pennsylvania.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
we have an awesome team of superheroes. We're always hiring. We have locations in Philadelphia, West Philadelphia, born and raised. We also have locations
On the playground is where I spend most of my days.
We also have locations in Upland, Chester, and we hope to have more locations in the next couple of years in Wilmington, Delaware, New Jersey, etc. So we're growing, expanding. Come check us out.
All right, Soup. So tell us what we're actually cooking today.
Well, today you are fortunate enough to get some T-bones and some porterhouse steaks.
That looks very good.
Listen, on a grill. I mean, it's not a charcoal grill, but it's still pretty good. And we're going to make.
I just had to poke it to see like what the texture.
That's fine. That's fine. Security. That's fine. All right. So what we're going to do is
make sure it's a good piece of steak. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, there is a good piece of steak. And even though it's a good piece of steak, what you might notice when I put on the seasoning is that I still use a certain amount of meat tenderizer.
Okay.
You can have the best piece of steak ever, but I still use the meat tenderizer because you just never know, and it just always add an extra flavor, a little extra flavor of salt. And I might not need too much more seasoning, but just so you know, I use a little pepper.
Okay.
And I don't need a lot because it's been soaking for a while.
It's been marinating in its juices.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
onion,
man, I can't wait to eat.
Onion, salt, and as you saw before, I was rubbing the onion against the grill.
Hungry.
Here's my meat tenderizer. Now, and I also use two different steak seasonings. One from McCormick's, and one is from Spice Club, they call it. I'm not sure who does Spice Club.
Spice Club?
That could be anywhere from Walmart to JCPenney. I don't know.
You sure that's where you got it from? Spice Club?
First rule about the Spice Club, if you don't know about the Spice Club, stay away from the Spice Club. Because there is no Spice Club. I didn't mix that up, did I?
No, you good. But while that's getting started, question for you.
Yeah.
You know, we've talked all the time, and, you know, I like to purchase things that I probably shouldn't purchase, and you always get on me about that.
Yeah.
And so finally, I think I want to listen, and I want to get into real estate investing, but I'm not sure how I should prepare to start that process. So what are 3 things that I absolutely need to do in preparation before I come to you as a potential investor?
Great question. And I think you did it. It's a great start just by coming to a real estate professional who's familiar with investing, who has a history in investing, and can explain the different type of investing. Because believe it or not, 90% of investors fail
Oh my God.
90%. So 90% of people that invest in real estate, they fail because they are looking at different TV shows and they think they can flip a house in 30 minutes, and it takes just a little bit long. Probably take 35 minutes.
Instant gratification.
Yeah, instant gratification. So the first thing you want to do is identify your assets. Okay, what assets do you have? How much cash do you have available? How much liquidity do you have with your cash? What is your credit score? You know, we talked about. Remember, you had Terry on a little while ago. What is your credit? Is your credit score high enough that you can get a certain amount of credit or a certain amount of available cash? And what other resources do you have? What type of assets, capitals, not liabilities, but what do you have to bring something to the table if you want to be an investor? Once you have that, then you write that down on a sheet of paper, then you determine what type of investor you want to be. Do you want to be the investor that makes a lot of money per month? Or do you want to be the investor that makes a little bit less than a lot of money per month, but over the long term, you're building up so much capital within a property, so you're building that equity?
That's great stuff. So I need to check my assets,
Yes.
check my credit,
Yes.
and
Check your bank account.
check my bank.
Yes.
Yeah, and what's the third one? Assets, credit, and
In bank account or any other resources that you
or
have.
in any other resources that I have.
Yes.
So any other whatever I own, whatever I have available.
Yes, whether it's a retirement account, a 401k, whether it's some type of maybe a credit card limit or something like that, just some type of access to what type of capital that
Something
you
where
have.
I can get cash out of it
Yes, to
when
do
I'm
something.
ready to just rock and roll.
Exactly.
That's great.
Yep.
That's great.
And then come up with your plan. Your plan is, do you want a lot of money per month? Like, do you want to buy something cheaper, but the rents are high in that area and you got to do a lot of sweat equity, but you make maybe $1,000 per month, like return on investment? Or do you only want to make like maybe $500 per month, but that whatever you buy
So I need to figure
over
out
time,
what type
it doubles.
of investor I need to be.
Yes,
Ah,
because everybody
okay.
says I want to be investment. That's very general. So a lot of real estate agents or real estate professionals will shun you away unless you are very specific. Now, there's things that's called cap rates, like how much per month or how many times. My rule of thumb is, if you pull out a mortgage or something, if you could pay off that mortgage or if you could pay off the amount you paid for that house. So let's say the house is $100,000. I'm just using a round number. If the house is $100,000 and you can pay that house off in 5 years or less, go for it. 3 years or less, don't even ask. Just sign. just get it. Okay.
Oh man.
And if you
So
can't,
let's look at this. Oh, look, the steak is.
don't worry about
So
it. It's bleeding.
it's bleeding. Okay. So want to make sure that it's actually cooked perfectly because there's some misconceptions about how we should be eating our steak, right?
Oh, really?
So if that looks like you're doing good so far on that side.
You eat
we
with
got
this.
medium, medium rare, medium well, and well done. Here's a misconception: well done steak is not good. No, the proper thing is well done steak is not good. The misconception is that it is good. If you are a person that eats well done steak, you are absolutely missing out. But speaking of misconceptions, Soup,
Yeah.
what are some misconceptions about being a real estate investor that I should be concerned about, or that's not true at all?
Well, the biggest misconception is no matter how much you plan, which you should, there will always be something that goes wrong. No, to the T, there will always be something. That's part of the process. That's part of the game. If you plan a flip to last if you're doing reconstruction, rehab, or whatever, and you plan for 60 days, just add another month because you are at the mercy of so many variables. You cannot just completely just have a beginning and an end without anything happening. So that's number one. An investment, it takes time. It does take time. I would say, but if you're very aggressive, you can get an investment property in 6 months or less. And be creative. My thing is get with a real estate professional who is very creative, like creative financing, maybe little to no money down or something like that. I mean, it's not that easy to find, but you have to link with a real estate professional who has done it before. Don't go to a real estate professional who has no investment properties. Go to ones that have investment properties that can teach you the ropes. It'll save you a lot of time and a lot of money.
You know what you just said to me, Soup?
I'm listening.
What you just said to me in that last comment was, why would I go to somebody and ask them about something, a profession or a skill, and they haven't perfected or crafted that skill on their own yet? It's like, think about this. And our partner Terry says this all the time, right?
Yeah.
Why am I taking advice from someone and I wouldn't want to be in their shoes at all?
Yeah.
Or did I mess that up?
Yeah, you did. You
Terry
killed
will
it.
tell us
It's
later.
okay.
She'll tell us in the
she
comments.
said-
Terry, wherever you are, tell us exactly what I was supposed to say.
Because it makes so much sense. She always says, don't take credit advice from somebody that was doing nails last week.
There we go.
And she says nothing wrong about with doing nails. It's just that, stay in your lane. So if the real estate professional is an investor, deal with that person. If the real estate professional just sells houses and they don't know about investments, don't take advice from them.
I need help.
You need
I
help?
don't know where the asparagus goes.
My therapist is not here. I need help too. So one time at band camp, I'm sorry.
I just need help with the asparagus.
Okay.
You're
Put it
talking
right
about
here.
bacon.
We're going to put them up here. So listen, to the food part, because I get excited when you talk about real estate, because it's crazy out there. Properties are flying off the shelf. I feel like crazy. I want to throw something, but I'm hungry, so I'm not going to throw anything today. So one time at band camp. So listen, we're doing we got the meat selection here.
Gotcha.
We got hot dogs and stuff on the side, so you don't get too anxious and you need to just hot dogs and sausages, something to nibble on.
Because you know this is not much starch.
So, but we do have our corn and we have our asparagus and we have a nice little, excuse me, right here.
yeah.
Yeah, we have a nice little butter melt.
Hopefully I didn't use too much of it.
Yeah, that's fine. Butter and garlic, minced garlic. So we're just going to rub this over the corn and rub this over the asparagus throughout. And we can actually put some on the steak if we want to. If you like that garlic taste, because garlic, you add garlic or you add onion, it makes everything better.
Yeah, yeah. And by the way, guys.
It makes everything gooder.
Gooder. Gooder.
Yeah.
Yes. I lost my train of thought. No, by the way, guys, we always talk about, eating good on a budget, especially with connected cooking. This, we have 2 porterhouse steaks, 2 New York strip, and we have our corn and our asparagus and the hot dogs. This full meal is less than $24 total. So this is going to feed 4 grown men or ladies, whoever you have going on, whatever you have going on in there. Okay. That's not my business. That's your business.
Why do you describe me as 4 grown men? That's enough for me. So go ahead.
But the point is, guys, you can eat good on a budget. It's just ensuring that you shop properly. And it might take a little bit more effort to get a good steak at an inexpensive price. But make sure you know where you're going and what you're looking to select. Okay, so while we're finishing the steak off and everything looks so delicious, talk to the people. Tell the viewers who may be interested in getting involved in real estate or maybe interested in becoming a real estate investor. Motivate them. How can they get excited about moving into that field of play?
Well, number one, to get excited, there is a lot of opportunity to make a lot of money. Some real estate investors I see make easily. I can't say easily because it's hard work. It's what I call it. I say it's the hardest way to make the easiest money. But I see people make $60,000 to $120,000 extra per year doing flips, doing rehabs, and just being abreast and being ahead of the real estate market.
Well, while you're talking,
okay.
Go
Please.
ahead.
Okay.
Sorry.
I'm not hungry. I'm not hungry. So being a real estate investor is great. Right now, this won't last forever. Keep in mind, someone came to me the other day. We're in the Philadelphia market. They said this is the same thing that happened in Brooklyn, okay? And if you look in New York, some people are paying $1,000 a month to sleep on the sofa, okay? They're sharing a room, smaller spaces. A lot of people from New York and New Jersey is coming to this area, all up and down the East Coast. And what I'm hearing is every major city has potential. I mean, people are buying houses for little next to nothing, putting in some sweat equity and selling them for hundreds of thousands of dollars. Anybody can do it, but it's a lot of stress and pressure, and you have to stay dedicated, and you have to be knowledgeable and stick with the right person. So become an investor. And another thing too, become a real estate agent. People say, well, I don't want to become a real estate agent. Yes, become a real estate agent. Why? All you have to do is disclose. People say, well, I don't want to tell them what? Tell them what? You're an investor? 90% of the real estate agents out there are investors. Become a real estate agent so people will trust you or share information with you that they would not share with the normal person. And I'm doing well right now. 80% of my business is death, divorce, and destruction. So what does that tell you? It tells you that A, either I'm on medication, or B, So no, really. So it's death, divorce, and destruction, and it's, unfortunately, business is booming. But if you think about it, think about the dynamics, think about what's going on in the world, think about the number of people who are buying homes, people who are leaving homes, people who are all over the place. It's just get in the market. Just do it.
Get in
the
market.
Do it.
Just do it?
Yeah, just do it. Do the dance. Do the dance. Check this out right here. Do the dance. You about to become an investor.
We are getting ready to get out of here. Put this on a plate and eat this up because we're hungry and I think he needs to take his next dose of his medicine. But in the meantime,
Who said I took my first dose?
keep your head up. Believe in yourself. And remember you too, Soup, are only one opportunity away from accomplishing what? Your wildest dreams. Talk to you soon.
Action.
We hope you enjoyed today's show. If you like what you saw and you're looking to get recipes from this show or other shows, make sure you go to our website, www.experienceshawn.com, and purchase our cookbook. You're going to get bonuses, you'll get the recipes, and some inspiration and conversations that you can talk about around the family when it comes to finance, budgeting, and just having good old fun. Talk to you soon.